we are going to see multi-tier architecture of module 1. See, in the last two videos we have seen what is data warehousing and what is the difference between data warehouse and the operational database, and why do we need a separate data warehouse, why can't we manage with the operational database. All these things we have seen in the last two videos. In this video we are going to see the architecture of data warehouse. Yes, why it is called as multi-tier architecture. See, if you see this diagram, you will be seeing different tiers. See, this is the tier 1, tier 2, and this is tier 3, and this is the bottom tier. It can also be called as bottom tier and middle tier and this topmost tier. Since it involves more than 2 tiers, we call it as multi-tiered architecture. See, in the tier 1 or in the bottom tier, we have operational databases or other data sources from which we will collect the data, integrate it, consolidate it, clean it, transform it, and put it in the data warehouse. So, data warehouse is present in the middle tier. This tier can also be called as data storage. And the third tier, once the data is stored in the data warehouse, it can be used by generating the reports in the format in which we need, and which we can also use it for the after which we can use it for the analysis and the decision making. So we need some tools for generating the reports, analysis, and data mining, which will be in the topmost tier. So these are the 3 tiers. First, bottom tier, in which we will be having different data sources, and the second tier, data warehouse, and the topmost tier, the front end tools which will be used for generating the query, reports, analysis, and the data mining. Yes, in the bottom tier, it's a warehouse database server, that is almost always a database server. This relational, always it's a relational database server which will be used, and backend tools and the utilities are used to feed data into the bottom tier from the operational database or other external sources. Yes, what are the backend tools that can be used? See, if you see this diagram, we need some tools for the extraction, transformation, and loading the data into the data warehouse and the refreshing the data. So we need some backend tools. These tools and utilities performs, as I said, data extraction, cleaning, transformation, as well as load and refresh functions to update the data warehouse. The data are extracted using application program interfaces known as gateways. How we can extract the data from the database directly? So we need some gateways, which can be our ODBC, which the gateways, the examples of the gateways are ODBC and JDBC, which helps us or which acts as the gateway or application program interface to get the data from the database and put it in our application, the data warehouse. So we need two things to extract or to collect the data from the operational database and put it in the data warehouse, which is backend tool and the gateways. Then in middle tier, what we have, we'll have a look at the diagram. See, we have 4 components. One is metadata, which gives the data about the data. See, where data is there, in the data warehouse data is there. Okay, so about the data in the data warehouse, the information is given in the metadata. See, if I want to if I want to search the product information, then the metadata will say where the product information is there in the data warehouse. It is like index. The data about the data is nothing but metadata. So if I want the product information, I will go to metadata and I will refer where the product information is there. So with the monitor and integrator, the data about the data is prepared. So it will say that in this place the information about the product data is there. Next comes data marts. Data marts contains the subset of the data, the specific data. It will not have all the data whichever is present in the data warehouse. It contains subset of the data in the data warehouse. So the third tier, as we said, is front end tools. Between the middle tier and the topmost tier, we have an OLAP engine which is run by the OLAP servers. What is OLAP? Online Analytical Processing, as I said, discussed in the previous video. In the data warehouse, we need OLAP engine to get the data and to produce it to the third next tier. Give it to the front end tools to generate the query or reports, anything. So in this, we'll see what are the two types of OLAP implementation. One is relational OLAP and the other one is multidimensional OLAP. That is an extended relational database management system that maps operations on multidimensional data to the standard relational operations. Whereas multidimensional OLAP, it is a special purpose server that directly implements multidimensional data in the operations. So if you take relational OLAP, it is used only for the large volume of data, and here the data is in the form of tables. It is stored in the data is stored in the form of relation tables, and since it is stored in the form of relational tables, the data will be static and we can view the data in multiple dimensions. And if you take multidimensional OLAP, here the volume of the data is less. Why it is less? Because the data is stored in the form of multidimensional array. Whereas in the relational OLAP, the data is stored in the form of relation tables. So we can have the large volume of data. Since in the multidimensional OLAP, it is stored in the form of multidimensional array, it is of less volume. But the one more advantage in the more multidimensional OLAP is it has dynamic multidimensional view. That is, it's not static as like we have seen in the relational OLAP. We can change our dimensions according to our requirement. That is nothing but dynamic. So these are the engines which provides the multidimensional, which gives the multidimensional view of the data, with which the front end tools in the topmost tier can generate the reports. So what our OLAP does, online analytical processing does, is it provides the multidimensional view of data which is there in the data warehouse. This top tier. In the top tier, as we said already, it has some query and reporting tools. See, if I want specific data, I have to give the query to the data warehouse, and with the same tools, the report will be generated, which I can use for analysis. Again, I can use the tools for the analysis as well as or data mining tools. Data mining is extracting the data from the data warehouse is nothing but data mining. So we have a separate tool for each and every function in the topmost tier. So the tools helps us to extract the data from the data warehouse. So this is about the architecture, in which we have seen three tiers. One is bottom layer, middle layer, and the topmost layer. And we have also seen how the data is collected from the bottom layer and maintained in the data warehouse, which is middle layer, and it is passed to the front end tools to provide the report using the OLAP engine. So with this, I will end the session. Thank you.